2017 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. And you can see it's the hybrid, and you see all the orange in here. This is what you call a mishmash of afterthoughts. It's not really a hybrid car. It's like, let's see, let me get a backyard mechanic and have him figure out how to throw a hybrid system onto an existing system, and let's just make a backyard mess. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna. It's a Chrysler product, so you know it's not that good. I was looking for the low side, and here's the high side. But the low side, oh, I didn't turn on the light. The low side, you can see my finger. You see that little bit of silver right there, that little round thing? That is the low side fitting. But if you look at where it's located, if I could zoom in on there, and let's see if the Apple wants to focus back there. Because getting back there was no fun. But if you look where my hand has to go, it's like I gotta put my gloves on because it's hot as hell down here. But it's way to hell. You see that green wire? It's below and behind that green wire right there. That's where it's at. There you go, right behind there. Only the tip, the very tip of my finger can touch it. I have small hands, and actually I had to put my gloves on because they get a little scratched up and a little burnt in there. And really bad location for that. Definitely an afterthought. But since it's a hybrid, it has a lot of cooling pipes, whole lot of cooling pipes in there. And if you notice, let's get out here. What do you notice about their suction line? You see this silver aluminum in here? That's reflective. That's not your normal coating to insulate it against heat. The reason they use silver and have it shiny like that, because of all the heat that's radiating off the exhaust and the top of the head on the radiator. They want to reflect the IR heat. So you have radiant heat, and they're trying to reflect it. That's why they use that. That's more expensive. And I guess they know they've had such a problem, they had to do that, and they're doing it here too. So where the suction line comes here, it switches over to hose. There's a hose under there, and they put the reflective insulator on top of it, and it passes by the exhaust, and it goes right by the catalytic converter down there. You can see some of the wires of the O2 sensor, so you know it's hot as hell. See that right there? And there's your tube right there. And that's a really bad placement for AC, put right next to a cat. So they went the extra mile, and they put a little bit of reflective insulation on there to deal with the problem. And otherwise these would be failing really fast the way they're set up. But okay, I got to get on here and get my hose connected to that. Really hard to get one, but oh, check this out. Electric car, a Fiat. I think it's 1950s, 1960s. Okay, now here's somebody who was way ahead of their time, trying to, this is the other garage. They got a couple buildings. They got that building, the next building, the next building. They got this building. But check this out. These are old two Fiat 600s. Okay, now what's different about this one? What do you notice right here? Anyone knows what this is? This is a resistor for high current. They have several. You see what this is? Now, they were using these as a resistor and heat dissipation. These are saw blades. Somebody really ingenious, and this is asbestos, so it won't burn. And yeah, I'm touching it. I have tons of that at my house. My grandfather was in the naval shipyards, and we have big giant sheets of this stuff. It's excellent to do welding on. So they were using this as a way to dissipate the heat and burn off energy, probably for regenerative. And so they were using saw blades. That's what they had access to. And if you look here, everything is made out of wood. Look at the old style fuse on here. Look at the big resistor and the big taps on the resistor. Everything was done by really large solenoid relays. Really large high current solenoid relays. They had a little gauge right there. See that? They got their little gauge right there. A lot of heat dissipation. I mean, this took somebody a lot of work. He did all this on wood. Now look at his contacts. He made his own contacts. This is a big piece of copper right here on wood. And this is bent over copper. And he made his own contact points. You could see where they were hitting. So you could probably have high speed, low speed, maybe reverse. I'm not sure how he has it. But he had a little technology going there because he's a little modern day. So here we're going up from the 1940s, 50s technology that this would be. And look at his little little contact point. Check that out. It's ever so sensitive. He has a little spring here. He has a little tiny contact point. Check this out. Oh, it doesn't move. No. Oh, yeah, it does. It does move. So he has his cut in and his cut out contact points right there. What's he have going on here? Oh, he has something going on here too. Not sure what that one goes for. And look at his fuses. Very primitive, old fuses. Now we're getting modern here, because look at what he has. He has pinouts like this. So we're getting up to the 1960s right here. But yeah, so cool. Check out reverse. Yep, says reverse right on it. So he had reverse in this electric vehicle. That is awesome. It looks like a hamster or something lived down in there, squirrel. What's he have going on here? Oh, high amperage transistors. Oh, primitive 1970s circuit boards. 1960s, 1970s, early 1970s, 1960s style. Oh, I was going to say almost all discrete components until I see that little op amp. So he probably has a little 555 or an op amp. Let's see if I can read anything on there. Can I read it? Come on, zoom in there. My eyes can't see that. Ah, there's nothing to read on it. I can't tell what it is. He has some good capacitors on there. And then his resistors. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So this is somebody's attempt. Oh, what's this going on here? No, that's not a lever. This is somebody's early attempt at a Fiat 600. And as you can see, it's in pretty rough condition. Electric car. So nowadays, you could get some lithium batteries or some lithium iron phosphates, load up, make the sled of the car all flat batteries underneath, put all the weight down low, and you could get one of the modern day kits and convert this car over to a modern. Oh, there's the motor. Check out how small that motor is. And there's more of his high speed, low speed reversing stuff going on there. Fuses.
Hey, by the way, you want to sell it? You want to buy it?
He wants to sell it.
Besides, oh, by the way, we have 2-door and the hood.
Oh, you got everything for it. Yeah.
We want to sell it too. So.
Well, I would like the one. I would like this one. I'd take this one and then convert it with a modern day kit inside of it, and mine will have air conditioning. So this is the one that's being restored. Oh, I didn't notice it had suicide doors. Okay. There you go. Let's see, 97,000 miles on it. Probably 100 and some thousand miles on it.
No, maybe 300,000.
300,000 or 400,000?
No, I think so. I don't think they drive that much.
If you're wondering what these are, this is so when you open up the doors and you hit something, you don't dent the doors. That's what those are. There's your starter solenoid, and there's your starter, old school. So this and this are the same vehicle. All right, let me get back on to the AC on this Mini Cooper over here. And where we're at, we're down to 183 microns. All right, so this is going to get ready to eat. I mean, not eat. Shoot, you can tell I'm hungry. I want to eat my sandwich. This is going to get ready to charge. I'll be back.